good evening everyone. Online, is my voice is audible to you all? Can you confirm me in chat box once? As well as screen. Clear for all of you? So that's great. Thank you for the confirmation. So now, actually, in last class, what we have discussed about like how DevOps was come, as well as what type of tools we are having in the DevOps and what we are going to learn in our course. We have discussed about this, right? Now, remember guys, remember at the end, as a DevOps engineer, we need to be work on the servers. Where we need to be work? We need to be work on the servers, right or not? Now, let me ask you one question. Like, so daily we are using the applications, right? So daily we are using the applications. So we are using the Paytm. So we are using the Phone Pay. We are using the Google Pay. And also we are using the WhatsApp, right or not? So daily we are using the number of applications. Now my question is, what is mean by application? What is mean by application? Nothing but app guys. Application are nothing but the app. What is mean by app? Anybody has any idea? So whether it is right or wrong, you can answer. There is no issue. Daily we are using the number of applications. We are using the Paytm, Phone Pay, Google Pay, WhatsApp. We are using the number of applications. What is mean by application? So now let me tell you with simple example. Let's say I am having the Paytm application. What we are having here? We are having the Paytm application. So in that Paytm application, we are having the number of services or not. We are having the recharge, bank transactions, movie tickets, train tickets, bus tickets. These all are the services, right or not? These all are the services. Now remember, group of services together called application. Group of services together called application. Together called application. So clear for all of you? What is meant by application? Application is nothing but group of services together called application. So clear for all of you about the application? So just try to confirm me in chat box once. Yes, so that's great. Next. Now my question is, this is my Paytm application. So actually, where our Paytm application will present, it is going to be present on our phone, or it is going to be present on our Play Store or App Store, or it is going to be present on the server. Where it is going to be present? Where it is going to be present? So at the end, whatever the application we are using, those application will present on the server. Where it is going to be present? It is going to be present on the server. Now again, what is mean by server? What is mean by server? Anybody has any idea? So when we went to the bank, so they are going to say like this, right? So server is down, right? Backend services are done by the perfect. Great. So any alternative answers? So guys, I'm going to repeat one more time. So whatever the sessions we are having, these sessions are going to be the interactive sessions. So whether it is right or wrong, you can answer. There is no issue. Yes, great. I am getting the responses. So server is nothing but a computer. Great. So now that's perfect. So let me tell you with simple example. Simple example. Let's say totally this is me. This is me. So I have went and restaurant. I have went and restaurant. So ultimately one guy will come, right? So who is he? He is a server, right or not? So if I order the chicken biryani, if I order the chicken biryani, ultimately he is going to serve the chicken biryani or not? So ultimately he is going to serve the chicken biryani. So let's say if I have ordered the dessert, he is going to serve the dessert. If I order the water bottle, he is going to serve the water bottle, right or not? Here, the server boy is going to act as a server here. So, let me tell you with example. So, let's say I have opened the Chrome. I have opened the Chrome. So, once I have searched for the paytm.com. So, ultimately, Chrome server is providing the Paytm services to me. Ultimately, Chrome server is providing the Paytm services to me. Right or not? So once I have searched for netflix.com, netflix.com. So ultimately, Chrome server is providing the Netflix services to me. Here server is the one, but it is going to fill the needs of end user. So let's say once I have searched for aha.com, aha.com. So ultimately, Chrome server is providing the aha services to me. So in the simple way, we can say that server is nothing but which provides the services to the end user. Server is nothing but which provides the services to the end user. Clear for all of you about the server? That's great. That's great. Now, types of servers. Basically, we are having three types of servers, guys, majorly. So we are having more servers. So just try to ignore that one. So mainly we are having three types of servers. So the first one is about web server. What we are having here, first one, web server. So the second one is about app server. What was the second one here? App server. So the third one is about database server. What we are having here? Database server. So majorly we are having three types of servers. So the first one is about the web server. So the second one is about the app server. So the third one is about the database server. Now let us discuss one by one. What is meant by web server? What is meant by app server? As well as what is meant by database server. So the first one is about web server. What we are having here? Web server. Now, what is meant by web server? What is meant by web server? So web server is nothing but which provides the UI part of your application. Which provides the UI part of your application. So what is an UI part? So UI is nothing but user interface part. Let's say once I have searched for the paytm.com. So ultimately I am getting one UI or not. So this is nothing but the web server. This is nothing but web server. Next. So who will work on the web server? Who will work on the web server? So ultimately we are having the UI UX team. What we are having here? UI UX team and development team. Ultimately, we are having the UI UX team as well as development team. Next, which type of technologies they will use? So they are going to use like CSS, HTML, okay now, Java, React, Angular. So these type of technologies, development team will work on the web server. Next, where it is going to be present? It is going to be present on the presentation layer. Where it is going to be present? It is going to be present on the presentation layer. So totally we are having the OSI layer. So I will tell about the OSI layer. So as of now you can ignore this part. So ultimately our web server will present on the presentation layer. The name itself contains presentation layer, UI part. So clear for all of you about the web server? So just try to ping me in the chat box, or else do I need to repeat it again? Anything is fine. Yeah. So that's great. So after web server, what we are having? We are having the app server. What we are having here? We are having the app server. Now, what is mean by app server? App server is nothing but wherever logic was present. Wherever logic was present. So let me tell you how it was. Let's say once I have searched for the paytm.com, so ultimately I will get the UI part. This is nothing but the web server, as you know well, right? So now, once I have searched for the bus tickets, so ultimately my server is going to be redirect or not? It is going to be redirect. So from where it is going to be redirect? It is going to redirect from web server to app server. It is going to redirect from web server to app server. So this is completely about the web server, right? So paytm.com. Now totally I have entered for the bus ticket. So when you have searched for the bus tickets, your server is going to reload. Nothing but it is going to redirect from web server to app server. So clear for all of you about the app server wherever logic was present. Next, who will work on the app server? So again we are having the development team. Who will work on the app server? We are having the development. Next, which type of technologies they will use? Which type of technologies they will use? So they are going to use like Java, .NET, Python. So these type of technologies, development team will work on the app server. Development team will work on the app server. Next, where it is going to be present? It is going to be present on the logic layer. Where it is going to be present? It is going to be present on the logic layer. So clear for all of you? That's great. So after app server, what we are having? We are having the database server. What we are having here? We are having the database server. So now, what is meant by database server? So see here. So see here. Let's say I want to book the bus tickets. So if you want to book the bus tickets, what I need to do? I need to pass my name. I need to pass my mail ID. I need to pass my number from where I am traveling, from when I am traveling. So this all information we need to be passed or not. So we need to be passed. The place where our info will get stored. The place where our info will get stored. Nothing but save or nothing but the database server. The place where our information will get stored are nothing but the database server. So now, who will work on the database server? Who will work on the database server? So ultimately, we are having the DB team, nothing but the database team. So who will work on the, I mean to say, which type of technologies they will use? Which type of technologies they are going to use. So they are going to use like SQL, MySQL, MongoDB, Cosmos DB, so HANA DB. So we are having the number of DBs. So according to our requirement, database team will work on the database. Now, where it is going to be present? It is going to be present on the back end. So collection of data and stored in a server is called database server. Perfect, great end. So in one way we can say that wherever information will get stored, right? So collection of data. So here data is nothing but our name, mail ID, kind of phone number. All are the data. It was correct, ready. So guys, so this is all about the servers. So if anybody has any doubts up to now, you can ask. Clear? So if anybody has any doubts up to now. Clear, clear. So that's great. That's great. Now, after this, we are having the installation of servers. What we are having? We are having the installation of servers. So how to install the server? How to install the web server? How to install the app server? How to install the database server? How we are going to install? So let me tell you with simple example. Let's say, let's say this is the plain water. This is the plain water. Now, my question is, what is the color of water? In generally, what is the color of water? So, no color, right? It's going to be the transparent, right or not? So, when you have dropped the red color, when you have dropped the red color, ultimately what will happen? It is going to turn into the red, right? It is going to turn into the red. So when you have dropped the yellow color, when you have dropped the yellow color, it is going to turn into the yellow. Now, when you have dropped the green color, what will happen? Turn into the green. So again, when you have dropped the pink color, so what will happen? It is going to turn into the pink. In the same manner, this is my plain server. This is my empty server. So when I have installed the web server configurations, so ultimately this server is going to act as web server. This server is going to act as web server. So when you have installed the app server configurations, so then this server is going to act as app server. So when you have installed the database server configurations, so ultimately this server is going to act as database server. So I will tell you guys how to install the web server, how to install the app server, how to install the database server. In upcoming sections, you will get to know that. Okay. So meanwhile, just try to understand the installation of servers. Clear na? So that's perfect. Great. After this, we are having the architectures of servers. What we are having here? We are having the architectures of servers. So basically, we are having four types of architectures. How many types of architectures we are having? We are having the 4 types of architectures. But majorly we are having 3 types of architectures. How many types of architectures we are having? 3 types of architectures. So the first one is about one tier architecture. One tier architecture. So the second one is about 2-tier architecture. What we are having? We are having the 2-tier architecture. Great. So third one is about 3-tier architecture. What we are having here? We are having the 3-tier architecture. So the fourth one is about what? Any random guess? What about the fourth one? So I am getting one reply. Multi-level. Great. Multi-tier. Multi-tier. Or some will call as n-tier architecture. What we are going to call? N-tier architecture. So forgot about the multi-layer n-tier architecture. So just try to concentrate on these 3 types of architectures. In real time as well, they are going to ask. Totally how many architectures we are having. So majorly we are having 3 types of architecture, 1-tier architecture, 2-tier architecture as well as 3-tier architecture. Now let us discuss one by one. What is 1-tier architecture? What is 2-tier architecture? What is 3-tier architecture? Let us discuss one server architecture. One server connected to one client. Client server architecture. Perfect, great. So let me tell you with simple example. Let's say this is my server. This is my server. So here, see here, one tier architecture. So here tier is nothing but layer, guys. Tier is nothing but layer. So layer is nothing but server. Layer is nothing but server. So ultimately I can call it as one server architecture or not. So here tier is nothing but layer. Layer is nothing but servers. So ultimately I can call it as one server architecture or not. Ultimately we can call it as one server architecture. So the name itself contains one server. The name itself contains one server. So totally how many servers we are having here? We are having one server. So let's say this is my server. This is my server. So within the single server, I am having web server, I am having app server, I am having database server. Within the single server, I am having the web server, I am having the app server, and also I am having database server. So then this type of architecture are nothing but one server architecture. One server architecture. So what is the example for 1-tier architecture? What is the example? So remember guys, our laptop is also a one server. We can host applications on our laptop. So ultimately for the 1-tier architecture, the best example is going to be our laptop. What was it? Our laptop. So let me tell you how it was. So let's say this is my laptop, right? Ultimately this is my laptop. So in my laptop, I am having the number of applications. I am having the VLC Media, Zoom, GoToMeeting, Visual Studio. So we are having the number of applications, right or not? Let's say once I have opened the VLC Media, ultimately I will get one UI part or not. So ultimately we are getting one UI part. So these UI part are nothing but web server. Next. So once I have click on the media, open file. So ultimately it is going to redirect from web server to app server. So it is going to be redirect or not. So let's say I have opened the VLC media. Click on the media, open file. So ultimately it is going to redirect. So from web server to app server, it was redirecting. Next. So now I am going to open this video. I am going to open this video. So actually this video was saved on the memory. It is going to be the database, guys. It's going to be database. So here we are having web server, app server as well as database server. So together we are having at one place. So then this type of architecture are nothing but one tier architecture. What we are having here? One tier architecture. So clear for all of you? Best example is a computer lab. Many users are connected to one server. These are connected. No. Actually, like we are having the web server, app server, database server within the single server. So then this type of architecture is going to be the one tier architecture. So only clear for all of you about the one tier architecture. So just try to ping me in the chat box so that I can. That's great. So after one tier architecture, what we are having? We are having the two tier architecture. What we are having here? Two tier architecture. Again, tier is nothing but the layer is nothing but server. So ultimately we are going to call it as two server architecture. So ultimately we are going to call two server architecture. So the name itself contains two server. So it means totally how many servers I am having? I am having two servers. I am having two servers. So this is my server 1. This is my server 2. So I am going to establish connections between them. So then this type of architecture are nothing but two-tier architecture. So in the server one, I am going to install the web server. In the server 2, I am going to install the app server and the database server. So then this type of architecture are nothing but two-tier architecture. Now, example for two-tier architecture. What is the example? So remember guys, our phone as well as YouTube. So what is the example here? Phone, YouTube. So let me tell you how. Let's say this is my phone. This is my phone. So in my phone, I am having the YouTube on. So we are having the YouTube. So once you have opened the YouTube, so the UI part will be present on your phone. But the content that are present in the YouTube, it was present on somewhere else, right? So here phone is going to be the server one. So the content that are present in the YouTube, it was present on somewhere else. So here nothing but server 2. So clear for all of you about the two-tier architecture. So that's great. Next, after two-tier architecture, what we are having? We are having the three-tier architecture. What we are having here? We are having the three-tier architecture. So again, tier is nothing but the layer is nothing but server. So totally how many servers we are having? We are having the three servers. So the name itself contains three servers, right? Three-tier architecture. Totally, I am having three servers. So this is my server 1, this is my server 2, this is my server 3. So I am going to establish the connections between them. So then this type of architecture are nothing but the three-tier architecture. So in the server 1, I am going to install the web server. In the server 2, I am going to install the app server. In the server 3, I am going to install the database server. So then this type of architecture are nothing but 3-tier. So the best example is going to be the again phone as well as YouTube guys. So here way of arranging the app server, database server is going to be the separately. So previously what I have done in the two-tier architecture, we are having two servers, right? So server 1, server 2. So in the server 1 we have installed the web server. In the server 2 I have installed the app server and the database server. So here what happened? We have maintained it on the separate. So that's it. There is no difference between two-tier architecture as well as three-tier architecture. In the two-tier architecture, we are having two servers. In the three-tier architecture, we are having the three servers. That's it. So again, example is going to be the phone as well as YouTube. So clear for all of you about the architectures. So that's great. Now, perfect. So great. Next. After this, what we are having? We are having the OS. Let's say initially I have said one point. What I have said, like so our laptop is also going to be one server, right? Our laptop is also going to be one server. Now, let's say this is my laptop. This is my laptop. If my laptop needs to run, if my laptop needs to work, I need one voice or not. So ultimately, we need to be have voice. Now my question is, what is mean by voice? What is mean by voice? Anybody has any idea? Sorry. Operating system. So what exactly it will do? OS is nothing but the operating system. It was correct. But my question is, what exactly it will do? So let me tell you with simple example. Let's say we are the humans, right?
చదివాలా అంటే పెద్ద టాస్క్ పెడతాం ఇంటికి వచ్చే వరకు
So
కొన్నేసే
we
ఏమవుతుంది తల్లి చెప్పాలి అట్లనే
are guys, should mute yourself. Now, done. So let's say we are the humans managing the hardware and software. So actually, Rupesh, it is going to be the kernel. So kernel is the different, OS is the different. So let me tell you. So you will get full clarity here. So let's say we are the humans. We know number of languages, right? So we know Telugu, we know Hindi, we know Kannada, we know Malayalam, Tamil, English. So we know number of languages. So these all are the high level language, nothing but the human readable language, right? Or so let's say this is my server. This is my server. So my server will only understand binary level language. It will only understand the binary level language, nothing but lower level language. So here, if the human wants to communicate with the server, if the human wants to communicate with the server, I need one translator, right? So ultimately we need one translator here. So here translator are nothing but OS. So here translator are nothing but OS. So mission level language. Great. Nothing but the binary level language. So if the human wants to communicate with the server, ultimately we need to have one OS. So here OS are nothing but the transfer. So ultimately we are going to call it as OS is nothing but converting the human readable language into the mission understandable language. Nothing but the OS. So clear for all of you about the OS? So that's great. Next. After this, we are having the types of OSs. So guys, basically it is going to be the introduction for the Linux. So let me share the PPT of Linux here. So it is going to be the introduction of Linux. Let me share the Canva here. So Linux. So Linux is a free and open source operating system with high security. Now my question is, what is meant by free and open source operating system? What is meant by free? So free is nothing but anyone can access without any pay. Anyone can access without any pay. And open source operating system. Open source operating system. So open source are nothing but anyone can access. It is going to be open for everyone. Operating system with high security. For the Linux, we are having the high security. So Linux is multi-user based OS. So what exactly that mean? So let's say this is my server. So this is my Linux servers. So multiple users can able to log in at a time. So those are nothing but multi-user based OS. So clear for all of you about the Linux. So Linux is nothing but free and open source operating system with high security, and Linux is multi-user based OS. Now, what is meant by OS? Operating system. So an operating system is a software that acts as an interface between computer hardware components and the user. An operating system is a software that acts as an interface between computer hardware components as well as the user. Nothing but the OS. So that's what we have discussed it, right? So don't worry, I will share this all the notes over the drive. You can get it from the drive. So I'm going to share the PPTs as well. So you can get it from the drive. So don't write any notes. Okay. Next. So after this, what we are having? We are having the types of OSs. What we are having? Types of OSs. So it supports all high level languages. Yes, it supports. Now, after this, what we are having? We are having the types of OSs. So basically, we are having three types. One was the Windows, Mac OS, as well as Ubuntu. Let's say if you are using the Windows laptops, you are having the Windows OS. Or else if you are using the MacBook, you are having the Mac OS. Or else if you are using the Ubuntu laptops, you will be having the Ubuntu OS. So based on the platform, we are having the different types of OSs. Next. So after this, what we are having? We are having the Linux OS distributions. What we are having here? We are having the Linux OS distributions. So these all are the distributions, guys. So we are having the Red Hat, Ubuntu, Debian, CentOS, Fedora, OpenSUSE, Kali Linux, Amazon Linux, Rocky Linux. These all are the distributions. So what exactly the mean? So let me tell you. So we are having the phones or not? So we are having number of phones. So in that phones, let's say we are having the Vivo, we are having the Oppo, yeah, we are having the Realme, Redmi, as well as Samsung and iPhone. We are having the number of phones. So let's say if OS is the phone, these all are the types of OSs. Nothing but the distributions of OSs. So clear for all of you about the distributions of OSs? So that's great. That's perfect. Now, after this, what we are having? We are having the architecture of OS. What we are having here? We are having the architecture of OS. So let me tell you with simple examples. So regarding these architectures. So in the Linux architecture, nothing but in the OS architecture, we are having totally 4 layers. So the first one is about hardware. What we are having here? We are having the hardware. Now, what is mean by hardware? So let's say this is my server. This is my server. So if any external devices, if any external devices that are connected to my laptop, those information will get saved on the hardware. Will get saved on the hardware. So clear for all of you about the hardware. So any external devices are nothing but like CPU, sorry, not the CPU, printer, mouse, HDMI cables, DVD. So these all are the external devices, right? So if any external devices that are connected to my laptop, those information will get saved on the hardware. Get saved on the hardware. So after hardware, what we are having? We are having the kernel. What we are having? We are having the kernel. Now what is meant by kernel? So let's say this is my laptop. This is my laptop. In my laptop, I am having the hardware components. What we are having? We are having the hardware components. So here hardware components are nothing but which we can see, which we can touch. It means let's say in my laptop I am having the CPU. I can able to see my CPU, right? I can able to see my RAM, right? I can able to see my keyboard, right? I can able to see my monitor, right? So which we can see, which we can touch are nothing but the hardware components. So again in my laptop I am having the software components. What we are having here? We are having the software components. So if the hardware components wants to communicate with the software, so kernel is the reason. So ultimately kernel is going to be provide the interface between hardware components as well as software components that are present in my laptop. So clear for all of you? So Rupesh, I think you have got this point, right? So managing the hardware and software, we are going to call it as server. I mean kernel. Yes. So then next, after kernel, what we are having here? We are having the shell. What we are having here? We are having the shell. Now, what is meant by shell? So shell is nothing but the place where our commands are executing. The place where our commands are executing are nothing but shell. So let's say this is my laptop. In my laptop, I am having the command prompt, right or not? So let's say I am going to type one command here. So cd AWS. So I will tell you guys. So what is meant by cd? So what all these commands I will take. So let's say hit enter. So ultimately our command was executed. So the place where our commands are executing are nothing but the shell. The place where our commands are executing are nothing but shell. So after shell, what we are having? We are having the application. What we are having here? We are having the application. So nothing but app. So let's say this is my laptop. In my laptop, I am having the number of applications. So we are having the VLC Media, Zoom, GoToMeeting. So these all are the applications, right? The place where our applications are present are nothing but the application. So clear for all of you about the Linux architecture. So let me share with you one more time. So if anybody has any doubts over this Linux architecture, you can ask. Or if it is good, so just try to ping me in the chat. So clear now? Clear. So that's great. So now let me repeat, so what we have discussed till. So in this class, what we have discussed? We have discussed about the application, right? Now, what is meant by application? What is meant by application? Application is nothing but group of services together called application. Group of services together called application. Let's say we are having the Paytm application. In that Paytm application, we are having the number of services: recharge, bank transactions, movie tickets, train tickets, bus tickets, right? So these all are the services. Group of services together called application. So at the end, wherever application will present, it is going to be present on the server. Now, what is meant by server? Server is nothing but which provides the needs of end user, which provides the need of end user. So in the server, totally how many types of servers we are having? We are having the three types. What are they? Web server, app server, database server. Now, what is meant by web server? Web server is nothing but which provides the UI part of your application. So where it is going to be present? It is going to be present on the presentation layer. Who will work on the web server? We are having the UI UX team and development team. So which type of technologies they are going to use? So they are going to use like CSS, HTML, Java, React, Angular. So this type of technologies development team will work on the web server. So after web server, what we are having? We are having the app server. Now what is meant by app server? Where our logic was present. Who will work on the app server? We are having the development team. So this type of technologies they are going to use. So they are going to use like Python, .NET, Java. So according to our requirement, development team will work on the app server. So where it is going to be present? It is going to be present on the logic layer. So after app server, what we are having? We are having the database server. Now what is meant by database server? Database server is nothing but where our information will get saved, nothing but stored. So who will work on the database server? Ultimately we are having the DBT. So which type of technologies they are going to use? So they are going to use like SQL, MySQL, PostgreSQL, MongoDB, HANADB. So according to our requirement, database team will work on the database server. So where it is going to be present? It is going to be present on the back end. Where it is going to be present? It is going to be present on the back end. So after this, we have discussed about the installation of servers. So when you have installed the web server configurations over the plain server, then the server is going to act as a web server. So when you have installed the app server configurations over the plain server, then the server is going to act as the app server. And also as well as database server. So after this, what we have discussed? So we have discussed about the architectures of servers. So basically we are having four types of architectures, but majorly we are having three types of architecture. So the first one is about the one-tier architecture. So the second one is about the two-tier architecture. So the third one is about three-tier architecture. So in the one-tier architecture, totally how many servers we are having? We are having only one server. So within the single server, we are having the web server, we are having the app server, we are having the database server. So then this type of architecture are nothing but the one-tier architecture. So the best example of one-tier architecture is going to be the laptop. What we are having here? We are having the laptop. So after one-tier architecture, what we are having here? We are having the two-tier architecture. So in the two-tier architecture, name itself contain two, right? So totally how many servers we are having? We are having two servers. So the first one is about the web server. So the second one is about the web app server as well as database server. So then this type of architecture are nothing but two-tier architecture. So the best example of two-tier architecture is going to be the your phone as well as YouTube. So after two-tier architecture, what we are having? We are having the three-tier architecture. So in the three-tier architecture, totally how many servers we are having? We are having the three servers, right? So server 1, server 2 as well as server 3. So in the server 1, I am going to install the web server. In the server 2, I am going to install the app server. In the server 3, I am going to install the database server. So then this type of architecture are nothing but the three-tier architecture. So the best example is going to be again phone as well as YouTube. So after three-tier architecture, what we have discussed? We have discussed about the OS, right? Now, what is meant by OS? OS is nothing but which provides the interface between user as well as computer hardware components. So ultimately, it is going to be provide the interface between user as well as machine. So after this, what we have discussed? We have discussed about types of OSs. We are having the Windows, Mac as well as Ubuntu. Also, we have discussed about the OS distribution. So as of now, you can ignore that distribution. So we are having the Linux, Ubuntu, CentOS, Fedora, OpenSUSE, Kali Linux, Amazon Linux, Rocky Linux. So you can ignore that part. There is no issue. So after this, we have discussed about the OS architecture. So in the OS architecture, totally we are having four layers. So the first one is about the hardware. Now, what is meant by hardware? Hardware is nothing but which provides the, I mean to say, if you have connected any external devices, so those information will store on the hardware. So let's say this is my laptop. If I have connected my printer to my laptop, so this information will store on the hardware. So after hardware, what we are having? We are having the kernel. So in my laptop, I am having the software components, and also in my laptop, I am having the hardware components. So kernel is the reason it is going to provide the interface between software as well as hardware components that are present in our laptop. So after kernel, what we are having? We are having the shell. Now what is meant by shell? The place where our commands are executing are nothing but shell. So after shell, what we are having? We are having the application. So application is nothing but the place where our applications are present are nothing but the application. So clear for all of you? So what about the others? So that's great. So actually in last class, what will happen, So I have got like tongue pain. So that's the reason in last class we have done like that. So in upcoming sessions, we are not going to like this. I mean to say it will not happen. So what exactly today's was happened, it is going to be happened in the daily. Okay. So guys, that's it. My end for today. So if you have any doubts, you can ask. So I'm getting all our SS clear. Okay. So guys, so that's it from my end for today. So if you have any doubts, you can ask. So before that, let me ask you one question. So guys, just try to reply for this question. So how was the session today? How was the session? Informative. Great. Good. Good. Thank you. So what about the rest? So we are having the number of students. So I need response. So at least just try to give me reply for this one. Informative. So that's great. Thank you so very much. So now guys, that's it from my end. So if you have any doubts, you can ask. So may I know about experience. So totally I am having the 7+ years of experience regarding DevOps. So any alternative doubts as well as concerns, you can ask. Any networking and security concepts are required for it. So networking concepts, we are going to be covered in the DevOps, right? So we are going to be covered in the cloud. So for the security means, so we are having the firewalls and also we are having the WAF. We are going to be covered that. No worry. So any alternative doubts as well as concerns?
DevOps, how many days covered and include Azure, how many days?
So basically, for the DevOps, we are going to spend around 60 days. So later we are going to
Okay.
cover the cloud.
Okay.
They mentioned like some Shamsuddin or when both of you are going to teach or only you, ma'am?
My name is Shamsu.
Sorry.
My name is Shamshud. I'm going to cover all the things.
Hey, sound again?
So while we are going to like AWS, I mean actually,
So actually, your voice was breaking slightly.
am I audible now?
Yeah.
No, actually, while we are, I mean, I have seen some few videos in YouTube actually. Like while creating this AW free tier account, we have some limitations, right? Now, like further going, we are using the different kinds of tools. Like, how will you explain that, ma'am? Actually, I mean,
So actually, so I will guide you how to create the free tier account. So by using the free tier account, how we are going to learn the tools. So in the live only, I'm going to tell. So how to use within the limits.
okay. Like, so what were the, I mean, curriculum we have mentioned, like the Docker and Kubernetes, and we have given like, database like a simple storage. All those things also we can use within the limits only.
Yes, within the limit. So let's say if I want to cover the it's going to be take around 10 minutes.
Okay.
So for the lab, it is going to be take the 10 minutes. So for the theory part also, it is going to be 10 minutes. So around we are going to spend the 20 minutes there. So it is going to be cover the lab in the within 10 minutes. So for the 10 minutes, we are not going to be get any charge.
Oh, so will it be 5 day session or weekends also?
So 5 days session. So in the weekend, you are going to having like so some task as well as like so you will be having like uh,
Okay.
interview concepts like that.
Then I mean, could you assist with like some project? Like I mean, could you give some project experience?
100% I am going to deliver the project. So whatever the projects I am mentioning, like I'm going to deliver, it's going to be the complete real-time projects.
Oh, okay.
We are having a front end, back end, as well as data.
Okay. Is it like the domain? I mean, domain specific program or
No, like, so I'm having front end, we are having React. So
Okay.
for the backend, I am having a Java. So database, I am having the MongoDB.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to cover all this.
Okay. Is it any Python touch will also be there?
No, not required for the Python. So if you need the Python, like, so we are, so for the Bash, I'm going to tell. We are not required any Python.
Sorry, for bash scripting.
Yeah, Bash.
Actually, I'm from non-IT background. I mean, like, how much? And could you please openly tell that how much, I mean, percentage we have to code in DevOps actually in real time?
See, actually, you are from the non-IT, right? So we can able to put simply some fake.
Sorry, ma'am,
So
your
let me
voice is
just
feeble. Your voice is feeble.
yeah, actually, I think the problem is, sorry to say this, you are it. Actually, I'm getting some noises from your end.
Oh, okay, okay.
Or else do one thing, just try to call to the admin team. They are going to connect to me, so I will guide you how to put all these things. We need to do any certifications in the AWS services. So certifications are nothing but like it is going to be the added advantage. Okay, so let's say if you are having 5 positions and 20 members are giving the interview. So if you are having the certification means you will be having the high priority there. Yes. So I
Hello.
understand what you asked.
Hello. Hi, Charan here.
Yeah,
Uh, uh, Yesterday you mentioned that like in each stage, like planning, integration level, and staging level. I mean, in each stage we are going to use some tools that I can understand. And you mentioned the same way. For the DevOps, is a core is Linux, right? So
yeah.
Linux is a uh, basic. So, and you mentioned that we are going to learn basic to advanced in the Linux side. So I'm totally new for Linux. Is like a command. I mean, it's kind of commands, or we are going to write some scripting in Linux.
It's going to be the commands first. Later we are going to write the script that.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So no worries, guys. So whatever the commands we are going to learn, whatever the script we are going to learn. So I make sure that it is going to be like, spoon feeding for you. So if you are good, then only I am going to jump to the next topic. So as you can observe that, so if you are clear that one, then only I have moved to the next topic, right or not? I am asking the number of times. So from the day one to the till the end, our session is going to be like this one. I'll share it.
Okay.
Mandatory preparation is for top level. So, Sai, so we are going to guide you. So just try to call tomorrow. Okay. So they are going to connect me tomorrow, and also I'm going to tell how to put all the things. So guys, so that's it from my end for today. So again, any alternative doubts, so you can ask, or else we can wind up the session for today. So okay then. Bye all. Have a nice day.